What up, Thu?
Lock in your wins with Djbigboss's UFL picks. Want the inside scoop on the upcoming UFL games? Tune in to Djbigboss's UFL betting show, live every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Be there.
What up? What up? What up, though, y'all out there? How y'all feeling today, Saturday? I'm feeling great, man. I hope y'all feeling great as well. Shout out to all my people who showed up early. We are live on Instagram today, too. Our Instagram is WB underscore sports talk. And we're on live over there as well. So go ahead and join our stream over there. Um, had a decent week. Well, we had a great Saturday last week, but Sunday, not so much, not so much. But we back at it today, man. It's Saturday. My man Ramon, for y'all that showed up, for my boy Ramon, he's a little busy today. You know, he's back on every day, so y'all check him out every day. My boy Ramon over at Tony's Picks. But NFL, man, week 9. It's crazy. Playoffs coming up soon. Looks like it's gonna be well, I guess you wouldn't call it a playoffs, but a conference championship. It looks like it's kind of signed, sealed, delivered for St. Louis and also for the Battlehawks, but it just kind of matters what place that they actually fall in. Man, it looks like I'm going so slow right here. Let me know in the chat if my feed is all right, everything okay. Our first time over here on Instagram, so I have no idea how that's working now. But yeah, y'all. I ain't gonna even hold y'all, man. We could just go on and jump into these picks. Let me put a little quick we're on over here on Twitter for all my Twitter friends to pull up. But yeah, man, it's gonna be a nice little couple little things, little details here and there that are important this week as far as like the playoffs and stuff like that. So we're gonna take note to those. Some of them I respect them 100%. Some of them maybe not so much, but let me see. We got somebody in the chat. Oh, my man, AT33. What up? All the way from North Carolina, y'all. Shout out to my boy. But let's jump right into it, man. I ain't gonna even hold y'all. Let's go. Coming up in a quick minute right here, we got the Battlehawks and the Renegades. So Battlehawks can secure home court advantage. I like Battlehawks to win the whole thing. The championship is going to be played at their stadium. If they can lock it in right here, that'll be super roofic. But this line is dropped down to 2.5. AJ McCarron is available to play, I believe, but he's not going to be starting. They're going to go back with Wilkerson. People feel some type of way about that compared to AJ, but I think that the team has it all under control. If they think it was the right decision, then it was the right decision. What up, Billy Briz? So I think he said the Renegades ring ceremony before the game, Marquette King concert after the game to give the fans points. I like that with the Renegades as well. I mean, Renegades, they probably like they have the worst record, but they have the most like camaraderie amongst themselves. They keep trying weekend, just coming up with the bad and the sick. So in this game, I like the over in this one a lot. This week they went high. Usually they go high, I go low, but I think this one could go way high. They think Wilkerson won't be effective, but Renegades defense not very well. Battlehawks defense very good. Battlehawks offense can do some things, and the the Renegade offense definitely can do some things. So I'm going with the over in this one. It actually went down to 45 and a half, but I was capping it earlier in the week at 46. So I took the 45 and a half this morning over in that one. And I'm liking the St. Louis Battlehawks in this one. Haven't really got all the way to the window with it, but I do like the Battlehawks in this one. Like I said, this one secures home field advantage for that conference championship. So they'll have home field and home field if they could make it to the championship. So this is a very important game for them. Even if you take it and money line in to something else or parlay, throw that something. Even though my man Billy said Renegade's gonna be turned up, yeah, I think they're gonna be turned up and trying to knock them down too. But I think the Battlehawks can pull it off, and I think that the Renegades scored points today. So if they score points, Battlehawks gonna have to score points. So I like the over in this one. Y'all make sure y'all go follow my man Billy in the chat. He says, San Canella anytime TD. Now I don't really do prop bets, man, but that's why we need Billy in our life, man. Plus 175 right here, over 43 and a half receiving yards on ESPN bet. Shout out to my man Billy giving y'all the goods right here, man. You ain't even got to go to Twitter. You can just get it right here live on the show with us, man. So let's keep it rolling, man. Next up, today's game. This comes on 9 o'clock ABC. The games today are ABC, ABC. So I don't know what the grab is here. I don't know. Well, ABC, ESPN, same thing. I don't know what the deal is, but they definitely working the business side of this conference, getting closer and closer to securing a second year for sure. Maybe adding teams, stuff like that. So how they play and how many people they get in the stands matters in every game right here. So Renegades secure, that's the hub. So they probably going to be showing out for the fans and the people is there. Battlehawks, they're gonna have to fight a little today to try to get that home field advantage. 2 home games to the championship. Next up, Stallions and Brahmas. Brahmas was a whopping 8.5 favored. It went down to 8. Stallions, what can you say, man? Top in pretty much everything in the UFL. I I can't even emphasize that. I guess you can look at their flaws. Sometimes the offense starts off a little slow, but the defense is pretty stout. Brahmas, they characters a lot different. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, they could be really explosive. They have a lot of receivers that could make big catches, possession receivers like Latimer and stuff like that. So they have a lot to offer to the table. I lean over in this one as well, but I didn't get to the window with that, and I didn't get to window with a side right here because Case Cookers is not Case Cookers. I'm sorry, Gabbers. Gabbers is going coming back today, but they still say they're going to play Quentin Dormady. I should have followed my line from soon as Quentin Doherty came in, take him, and everything after that, fade him because the guy is not very consistent. So hopefully Gabbers getting here. When they had Gabbers early in the season, they did really well. Um, so I like Gabbers right there. But the fact that Coach said he want to play both, anything can happen. This game is important for home field advantage for the Stallions for their conference championship game. It's an out of conference game. The Brahmas are kind of a shoe in. I mean, DC could be on their tail, but both this yeah, it's kind of like a game where neither team has nothing really to play for. So that's why I'm totally off on this game. I can't really grasp it. Uh, if I would take any bet on this game, it would be taking the 8.5 with the Brahmas because maybe my boy Gabby gets in there and does a little something. I'm gonna roll through these kind of quick because I got a guest I'm gonna bring on and we're gonna talk a little MLB and these games. It's the 9th week, man. It's not much more I could say. Them things just are what they are. So put me down for Brahmas plus 8.5 on this one, and also lean into the over on this one, but probably not getting to the window with neither one of them. But that's just my opinion on the game, folks. Let me see. We got somebody in the chat. My man Billy Bread says Brahmas, too many points for a meaningless game. Exactly, man. That's what I'm saying. That game is crazy. I mean, the best you can do is probably take the points. But then when I thought about the game, I was like, wow, Birmingham defensively causing turnovers and scoring on offense can just very overwhelm them and probably blow them out. So, yeah, it's a difficult thing. But with the most value in that game, it's going to be Brahmas. Hopping in the Sunday on Fox, DC Defenders and the Showboats. Case Cookis is back. He's listed as limited, though. The injury report on this one, Case is it says so they this one because the game is on Sunday. On my resource, they haven't released all of the status of these games, but he was limited on Wednesday, limited on Thursday. They haven't put his Friday participation or his game status yet. But I take it that he'll play. I mean, why not? They towards the end of the season. I mean, he could be competing for a job next year. Anything. He's gonna want to get on the field and play. And in that respect, I like the Showboats in that one. The total on this one, I think, pretty far down though. Where we at? 45. Yeah, 45. Yeah, we got a 45 on this one. So yeah, with K Crew is playing, I like the over as well in this one, but I don't know. I'm still up in the air on the game overall. I'm gonna wait till more information comes out in regards to Cookies. My man Billy says, "What up, though, Nate? What up, Daryl Turner?" Daryl Turner says, "Spread defender spreading over." I don't know about the defender prank train, man. It's so bland. He says, "Can Tamu not fuck this up?" To shake my head, DC had every opportunity to win last week for playoff contention. Yeah, man. I don't know if they really got it overall. I mean, and they're on the road. I mean, I can't really grasp the identity as defenders team. All I know in this game is that the Showbuds play way better with Kukas than than anybody else, but they lack in a lot of other regions. I don't know. This might be opposite of my other over too. I'm thinking maybe they going high and this is a chance to go low. But off of this game, check me out in the morning with my man Dom Ricci, and I'm gonna give you the good on that one. Last game of the week right here, Panthers and the Houston Roughnecks. I'll be excited to know in the chat what you got, Billy, what you got, Daryl, what y'all doing with this game. So I like the Panthers straight up, and I think this one they go low, I go high. I like the over. Now I am confident in this one to lay it on here on the Panthers and the over. I mean, the Houston Roughnecks, they like so mediocre on the low end, like definitely a number 5 or number 6 team because they don't have no umph. They can't, they don't do well when it counts, like on thirds downs and stuff like that. So I can't really trust Houston in this game, even though they're at home. They already talking about moving the stadium from Rice back to the other stadium, TDEC or something, whatever it is. This Michigan Panthers team, though, on the other hand, they got a too, but I think that they got more promise in them than the Houston Roughnecks at this point. So I'm on the Panthers, and I'm also on over 40. Though the Houston does play trash, they figure out ways to put scores on the board, but they're gonna give an open opportunity for the Panthers to score as well. And the Panthers, they're a running team, so that's why this is spark low. Houston doesn't have much success winning or on offense, sometimes barely on defense, and Panthers are running team. But what's going to happen? This game is going to do the opposite. It's going to open up. This total's going to go over no matter if they run it, 4 or 5 touchdowns on the ground or in the air. The game's going to go over, and the Michigan Panthers are going to cover this game. So those are my picks for today's game. I'll run them back for you right here. Boom. We over in this game, over 45 and a half. We leaning Battlehawks, but didn't get to the window with that. Stallions and Brahmas, we're totally off that game, but we do like the Brahmas plus the points if we had to take a pick on the game. And DC Defenders and Showboats, we're going to wait till tomorrow to see what's the exact status of Caucus. And because DC had a bunch of injuries too, what their injury report's going to finally look like more as well. So just waiting on injuries in that game right there. And this other one right here, Houston Nuggets and Michigan Panthers. Panthers have a great running game. They can play some defense, but I still need the Houston Roughnecks to put up a couple scores. But Panthers could definitely use a road win to try to get some home fans in there. So that's it for me. I need to bring on our guest, man, for MLB. Let me see. Any date for Vegas get together? Yeah, we going to. Oh, y'all want? I didn't give him my promo for the get together. Let me get my man Don Ricci on here first, though. What up,
What
Dow?
up? What
In the
up,
building.
though? You hear me? We're good?
Good,
Yep,
man.
yep. You hear me? You keep on breaking up a
You in,
little.
you in there? Oh,
Okay,
you. I
good. How
don't
you
know.
doing, everybody?
You want me to talk for him? We're doing good. No, just kidding.
You, you can't hear me
no,
or what? You got me?
no, I hear you. No,
Okay,
you
cool.
good. Yeah,
Oh,
you
all right.
good.
I didn't know. What the hell do I know? I'm always
Yeah.
expecting technical difficulty. How you doing, everybody? Glad you joined us. Memorial Day weekend. How you doing, Daryl? Mr. Avery in the house. Billy Briz. I'd like to see you guys doing the UFL with DJ. I love that, man. Because they be honest with you. When I looked around the internet, I seen two people. I seen Billy. Shout out to Billy and DJ doing a lot of UFL. So that's good, man. I like that. I appreciate you got me into it. Should be some good games coming up in the next couple of weeks, right? It all comes down to a few more weeks now. So anyhow, yes. Good morning, everybody. I got a couple MLB plays. Tough weekend, man. Memorial Day weekend. It's gonna be a little crazy. But DJ, you want to talk a little bit about our boy Avery's question?
Oh yeah. So yeah, we definitely doing the big Who-Bangin get together out there November 1st through November 4th in Vegas for the Breeders' Cup. But a little bit sooner than that, we're gonna be out here for some live events in Las Vegas with our live sweat team. The live sweat team, in case y'all don't know, every Tuesday they do live bets on all sports throughout the whole year, man. These guys put in a lot of work, so make sure y'all tap in with them. But yeah, we're gonna be out there. Went to the Fresno State UNLV game, and we're also going to be at the Raiders Brown game. Live events with the live sweat, and that's going down September 27th through the 30th in Las Vegas, Nevada, y'all. So if you need
Not Los Angeles.
any questions or anything, I'm the person to talk to. So you can email us.
Whoa.
It's all in our description. You can however you can get a hold of me. You can get me on Twitter, whatever. I help you out, whatever you need. So that's where we at with that. What's going on with baseball today for you, Don?
How you doing, my brother? Everything good? Everything was going on with baseball today. I got a couple games down. Yesterday was a tough day. It seems it was a tough day for a lot of people. I mean, what happened yesterday was one of those typical MLB days that just, if it could happen, it would happen. But I only had a few games. What was happy about yesterday had nothing to do with baseball. Had to do with my New York Rangers pulling out that win in overtime. 1-1 after the first period, and then no one scored until overtime. That's pretty amazing. The Rangers held the Panthers down to, that's pretty amazing that both teams were held down like that. And, my feeling is just quickly, if the Rangers could beat these Panthers, they could go all the way through. I think the winner of this series is the Stanley Cup winner. I think they're both better than the West teams. But that's just me, and that's just hockey. And, of course, I'm a New York homer, betting for the, root for the Rangers. I really didn't bet hockey much this year, so it's all about my fandom. So that's the way it goes. Speaking about fandom, let me go with my first game. And I'm going to go against my fandom because my New York Mets have, if there was a bet on how you can lose a game in more ways, the Mets would be the winner of that bet, boy. I could tell you. They again yesterday blowing early leads. The bullpen is just giving up run after run. Yesterday they were ahead. Even Diaz comes in the seventh, who's not been good at all. He had a couple strikeouts. Next pitcher comes in. They let up, I think, 5 runs or 4 runs in the 8th or 7th. It was ridiculous. Giants ended up pulling out the win. But what I have noticed about the Giants, go back to their last series with the, I think it was the Pirates. 2 out of the 3 games go into overtime. Every game, the Giants are scoring late. They're just destroying bullpens. And it's not just this last series. It's not this just series they're on now. It's been dating little by little. The Giants' offense has been getting hotter. I thought the team total was very low. Even though the juice is higher than I usually pay, I took the Giants team total over 3.5 at minus 128. That was on FanDuel. That was earlier this morning. I don't know if it's still there. I might even take it at 4.5. It was like maybe a plus price or maybe minus 105, something like that. Because I think I've been backing Severino a lot, but little by little, I feel like he's starting to walk too many players. I starting to feel like he's due for a real blow-up. I have a feeling that he might not pitch as long into games, and what the Giants have been doing to the bullpens, and especially Diaz, I don't think could even pitch today. Again, even though he hasn't been pitching great, but, that happens. I like the Giants team total over 3.5. I don't know who's going to win this game. Even the full game total, I wouldn't tell you not to bet. I think they're both live bets. We'll see what happens. You never know in baseball. When you have a cap like that, all of a sudden it's a 2-0 ball game. But be that as it may, I like the Giants team. I think the Giants keep on putting up runs. I don't like to back them as far as as far as the game, because it could go either way. Either pitcher could not do great. But like I said, I think Severino's due for a little bit of regression, as they say, and he has been walking a lot of guys. And, when there's walks, there's hits, and there's runs. So that's my first pick. And Jordan Hicks, I tell you the truth, if I had to take a pitcher who, if I had to bet this game, I probably would take the Giants, to be honest with you. Even though the Mets, I don't understand the minus 114 opening, and now I'm seeing a minus 142. I don't get it. I hope my Mets win. I hope they crush the Giants, like 8-6, 8-5 like yesterday. But I took the Giants team total over. I can't trust my Mets right now. That's the first game.
Yeah. Y'all heard it from a Mets
Yeah, that's the first game I took. So we'll see what happens. It's an early game. It's beautiful out. We'll see what happens. Second game I took, I went, again, with a New York team, which I don't usually bet too many Yankee games. But the Yankees have just been hitting balls no matter what. They even got to Darvish yesterday, which I laid off that game because I didn't know if they could. 8-0 they won. So and today they faced Dylan Cease, and for the Yankees is the pitcher I like the least is Marcus Stroman. I talked about him from the beginning of the year. I don't think as the year goes on he's going to have a good start and then start fading away. To me, he's not had such great outings, even in his wins. He gives up a bunch, he gives up his share amount of hits and his share amount of walks. Same with Dylan Cease. I went with over 7.5. To me, it's kind of be hard to keep this game under 7.5, especially with where the Yankees have been hitting. And I think that the Padres could get to Stroman, so I went with the over 7.5. Another line I thought was way too low. I hate that I'm feeling that this way because, sometimes I don't like to feel too confident, to be honest with you. But that's where I went with that game. I'm just looking up quick here. Marcus Stroman. Let's just see this. He's off a 5-4 loss to Seattle. For the season, he has. Let's see. Let's just look at his last game. 96 pitches, 91 pitches, 95 pitches, 90 pitches. He's been going pretty deep. He's been pitching a lot. He's been giving up some hits, like I said. His last game wasn't too bad, even in a loss. But, again, let's see his average. His last 10 average. Here we go. He's pitching. Well, he's only pitching 5 innings, actually. His last 10 average. Only striking out a little bit less than 5. Let's see. Hits, walks. Let me just check out the walks. Almost 3 walks. So almost 5 strikeouts to 3 walks. That's not the greatest ratio. And let me just check one more thing about my man, Mr. Stroman. 2 earned runs. Goes into the bullpen. I like this over 7.5. The Yankees could get to it themselves. They're just a machine. I hate to say it, but they are a machine. The other game that I am on is... I went with a little bit of a crazy bet. Again, I might have paid a little bit too high juice, but Aaron Nola today is pitching out in Colorado. Nola's another one who's been putting up a lot of innings. He's been pitching very deep into games. They got his recorded outs at 18.5. So he has to go, like 2 batters into the 7th inning. The odds were minus 132 when I took it. Now it's at minus 140. So I don't even know if they even raise that, but the juice is definitely going up. So it's being bet. I took under 18.5 outs. Aaron Nola in the high altitude of Colorado. Those were my 3 plays and my Memorial Day parlay for today. I'm going to put one out today, put one out tomorrow. I will be back tomorrow at 11:30 with Light It Up. Maybe 11 o'clock. No, 11:30 with Light It Up tomorrow. And let me get this Norton thing out before it screws me up. Okay, I took a parlay today, plus 200. Red Sox and the Astros. Astros have been hot. I've been riding this Astro train for a while. Last couple of days, they faltered a little bit. But I talked about it 2 Sundays ago that the Astros were going to make a turnaround. I happened to got lucky and hit that, and they've been winning. And we've been catching a lot of tickets with the Astros in one form or another. Team total overs. Actually, 2 of the games I lost, they won by 1 run, and I had the run line, which I'm not the biggest run line guy. So I took that as a parlay. Red Sox, I think, will bounce back from yesterday. I think if the Red Sox could keep that ball, the Red Sox in that game, Pivetta does give up the home run ball. That is kind of what he's known up, but he has been good with that lately. And if they keep that ball in the park, I think the Red Sox will win. Both those lines were minus 142, I believe. So I got or minus 141. They're both the same, which is rare. But I took the parlay. Red Sox, Astros plus 200. So 2-1. I don't like to really go under that on a 2-team parlay. Even though you see the trend lately on YouTube and on a lot of pick shows like Bet US that I look at every once in a while to see what they're doing. These guys are giving out, a lot of bad value parlays. So, me personally, I'd like to a 2-team parlay, especially if I'm going to give it out. I don't want it to be under 2-1. So that's it. Quick cap. Giants team total over 3.5, minus 128. Yankees, Padres over 7.5. I forgot I don't have the juice down. I'll look it up before we get out. Nola under 18.5 recorded outs, minus 135. Now I see minus 132, and now I see it's at minus 140. And the parlay, Red Sox, Astros plus 200. That's my plays for today. Do you do any baseball today, DJ?
No baseball today. It's UFL day today. It's week 9 is coming down to the end. So I got about 30 minutes before my game starts. We're going over in the St. Louis and whatchamacallit game. And we're going to take it from there. And I'll see y'all tomorrow with my man Don Ricci on Light It Up in the morning.
We will be there.
You can check us out over there.
Avery, to answer your question, that's a tough one. The White Sox every once in a while surprise us, don't they? But I can't be that down on my boys to say that. But all right. Anyhow, sorry to interrupt you.
No, it's all good. Shout out to our guy Avery. We're gonna get out of here. Y'all have a good Memorial Day weekend and join us in the morning as we give y'all some more cash.
Light it up.
Go.
What up, Thu?
Lock in your wins with Djbigboss's UFL picks. Want the inside scoop on the upcoming UFL games? Tune in to Djbigboss's UFL betting show, live every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Be there.